morning students, welcome to the physics class. Students, as we have already done the chapter gravitation almost, we have finished all the topics that are in your syllabus. So today we are going to discuss the numerical problems based on them, and I hope you will enjoy this module. So please watch the video carefully. Before starting, let's discuss the learning outcomes of the day. After the completion of the topic, students, you will be able to number 1 enlist various formulas based on chapter gravitation. ठीक है, I'll give you the data and you will memorize it. वैसे आपको आते हैं, you know the formulas, but I'll give you the checklist of that you must know all the formulas. Then secondly, apply appropriate formula in the given numerical problem. So which formula to be used where, you have to be selective, and after this video you will be able to apply that also. And last, identify the physical quantity from the SI units in the given numerical problem. Means the name of the physical quantity like mass, acceleration, it will not be written in the numerical. You have to identify them from the SI units. Like kg है तो हम mass लेंगे, meter per second square है, then we'll take it as acceleration. Okay. So students, as you know, formulas and the important points are the backbone to solve the numerical problems. So let's go through the various formulas that we have studied. Number 1 is the gravitational force between the two objects, any two objects in the universe. It is F equals to G mm upon r square. Then acceleration due to gravity, it is gm upon r square. Everyone knows the meaning of these values. जैसे ये terms लिखी हुई हैं, F is gravitational force, G is gravitational constant, yes, mm is mass of the two objects in which we are calculating the gravitational force, and r is the distance between them. So G is small g is yes acceleration due to gravity. Third is weight of object, W can be written as m into g, and by combining second and third formula, the weight can be written as gmm upon r square. Fifth, sixth, seventh, these are the equations of motion under the influence of gravitational force. ठीक है, तो we are going to replace acceleration with g and height with h. And here g is vector quantity we know, and its value is sometimes positive, sometimes negative. So when it is positive, we have to take in the numerical problems the value of g to be positive when object is moving towards the earth. Okay, and when we have to take it as negative, means minus 9.8 meter per second square when object is thrown in the opposite direction of the earth. When body falls freely, then we take u to be 0, and when the body is thrown up, है ना, at the topmost point, जब उस height पे पहुंच जाएगी topmost point, then it momentarily come to rest. So we'll take final velocity as 0 at the highest point, because वहाँ रुकेगी फिर वापस आएगी, है ना. तो finally height पे total maximum height पे its velocity is equal to be 0. So let's solve the numerical problems. Actually today we are taking the numerical problems that are given in your back exercise. So today we are dealing with the first, that is the question number 12 of the back exercise. Here the question is, gravitational force on the surface of the moon is 1/6 as strong as the gravitational force on the earth. ये हमें पता है कि अर्थ की ग्रेविटेशनल फोर्स ज़्यादा है मून से, एंड इट इज़ 1/6 टाइम एज स्ट्रॉन्ग. ठीक है. What is the weight in Newton of a 10 kg object on the moon and on the earth? तो बेटा सबसे पहले आपको जो गिवन है हम उसको निकालेंगे और हम वेट को करेंगे. अब मेरे को कैसे पता चला कि मैंने यहाँ पे m लिखना है? Here it is written as object of 10 kg. That means kg is the unit of mass. So I'll write m equals to 10 kg. Okay dear. Now we are to calculate what is the weight. So we have to calculate the weight. What is the formula for weight? Yes, very good. W equals to m into g. Here bete dekho, we have to calculate the weight at moon as well as on earth. ठीक है, तो पहले हम earth के लिए निकालते हैं. For earth it is mass multiply acceleration due to gravity on the earth. Now what is the value of g on earth? It is 9.8 meter per second square. So weight on earth will be equal to mass, that is 10, into g, that is 9.8. So we are getting 98. Either you write kg for mass and acceleration is meter per second square, or you write weight equals to 98 Newton. ठीक है जी. Now for on moon, as we know that on moon the weight becomes 1/6 as on the earth, because as per the gravitational force. So weight on the moon will be equal to weight on earth upon 6. It is 1/6. Okay, to just apply, we have calculated the weight on earth as 98. So hum 98 will going to fill and divide by 6. That's the value of weight of object on moon. So what will be the value here? If you divide 98 by 6, yes, it is going to be 16.3 Newton. I hope it's clear. ठीक है बेटा. चलो, let's move to the next question. The ball is thrown vertically upward with a velocity of 49 meter per second. Dear, here we are giving the ball a velocity of 49. खुद दे रहे हैं starting से, we are taking it as 49 meter per second. Calculate the maximum height to which it rises and the time it takes to return to the surface of earth. इसके diagram के साथ समझते हैं. मान लो this is the surface of earth. Now here ball is here. It is thrown up, ऊपर जा रही है, and it is going with the velocity. हमने उसको starting ली, उसको दे दिया 49 meter per second. So we are taking u is this. When it reached certain height there, then automatically it will come to rest and come back to earth. तो बेटा ये जब यहाँ पे रेस्ट पे आएगी तो विल टेक v as 0. एग्री बेटा, विल टेक v 0. अब जब वो ऊपर से बिल्कुल नीचे बॉटम पे आ जाएगी, then this is going to be the height up to which it is rising. So let us take it as h. It is rising up to h. Dear, ठीक है. अब let us calculate when body is thrown vertically upward, so it is moving away from earth. So we are going to take g to be minus 9.8 meter per second square. Agree? U is given, g is given, and we have to calculate the maximum height, and v is 0 as we have seen in the diagram. So applying the first equation, it is, yes, v equals to u plus gt. So let's apply the values. So u is 49 and g is minus 9.8, and we can calculate the t. So t comes out to be, this 49 goes to this side, minus 49, and here minus 9.8 times t. So it will move to the denominator. So let's cancel the negative sign. Here this decimal can be removed by this. So after cutting, what you get, t comes out to be 5 seconds. That means it will take 5 seconds to move up. Okay, but we are to calculate the total time it takes to return to the surface of earth. Means if it takes time t, small t, that is 5 seconds to move up, it will also take the same time to move down, as time of ascent is always equal to time of descent. So beta, let total time is capital T. So therefore capital T is twice of this t, because time of ascent is always equal to time of descent. So time is 10 seconds. अब हमने height भी निकालनी है. So for calculating the height, you can use the formula h equals to, using second equation, h equals to ut half gt square, because we have to calculate the maximum height also. So let's solve it. H comes out to be, u was, yes, 49. T we have calculated, it is 5 plus half. As it moves up, we are going to take g negative, and T is again 5 square. T square is there. So H comes out to be 49 multiplied by 5. Here it will be minus, and after doing cutting, we are left with 4.9 into 5 multiplied 5. Let's take, here you can take it as under 10, 5 1, 5 2. So 49 into 5 can be taken outside. So we are left with here 1 minus 1 by 2. Agree? है ना? तो on further solving, you get 49 into 5 upon 2. Okay, dear? So what will be the answer? Yes, after solving, you will get the answer to be equal to, on solving, it is 122.5 meter. So I hope you understood. It was to calculate the maximum height and then to find the total time. So height comes out to be 122.5 meter per second, and the maximum height is this, and the time taken is 5 seconds. So let's move to the another question. Stone is released from the top of the tower of height 19.6 meter. Calculate its final velocity just before touching the ground. बच्चा जी, अब stone is released from the top. So let's understand what the question is. Actually, this is, if this is the ground level and stone is released from certain height. From this height, the stone is released. Let us say this is the point A from where stone has been released, and this tower is of height 19.6. So this height is 19.6 meter. Calculate the final velocity just before touching the ground. Just वो touch नहीं हो रहा, just ground पे पहुंचने पे what will be its final velocity, that is v. So it is dropped from this, dropped or released. This indicates that it is freely falling, so u will be taken as 0. So dear, हमें h we are given with 19.6, v we are to calculate, and u is given to be 0. So let's write what we are given, and it is moving downward towards earth. Yes, g comes out to be 9.8 meter per second square. So let's write what are the various things we are given with. Yes, first of all, we will take u to be 0, then height is 19.6 meter, then g comes out to be plus 9.8 meter per second square. Yes, and we have to calculate the final velocity. Agree, students? So let's see how to solve it. Yes, which equation of motion will be we will take here? Here time is not there, so without time, that equation we are going to select. So which is that? Yes, v square, third equation, minus u square is equal to 2gh, and we are to calculate the final velocity. Let's substitute the values. V square minus u is 0, it is 0 square, 2, and we'll take g as 9.8, and height is 19.6. So v square comes out to be 2 multiply 9.8 into, ये स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे ध्यान से देखो, we can divide this 19.6 as 9.8 into 2. Why I am doing this? Just to simplify the calculation. This square will move to the right side and it will become, yes, it will be the square root. So making the pairs 2 with 2 and 9.8 with 9.8. So we are left with 2 into 9.8. So final velocity comes out to be 19.6 meter per second. Okay, it was easy now? Yes. Let's move to the next question now. A stone is a stone is thrown or released, one and the same, okay, vertically upward with the initial velocity of 40 meter per second and taking g as 10 meter per second square. Find the maximum height reached by the stone. Ab, what is the view of this question? Kaise banega? Here it is the ground level and stone is thrown upward. With initial velocity we are giving it as 40 meter per second and we are to calculate maximum height. कहाँ तक जाएगा? Let it reaches to this A point, maximum height. So we are to calculate this height. Okay, dear. What is the net displacement? Means if stone is thrown up, it moves at the highest point and then it comes back. So what will be its displacement? तो just you have to think it कि दोबारा initial position पे जब वापस आ जाएगा, then its net displacement is 0. And the total distance it covers, that means when it goes up, that is the height, and when it goes down, that is another distance, height. So we will double the height and then you will calculate the total distance. So let's solve it. What are the various things that we are given? Stone is thrown. Thrown से हमें समझ में आ रहा है कि at the highest point here, from here it is thrown. So we will take u as 0 and it is moving downward. So we will take g as plus 9.8 meter per second square. But here it is given we are to take g 10, so we will take it as 10. So let's write what are the various things given. Initially u is 0, g we will take as plus 10 meter per second square and here stone is thrown vertically upward. From here it is thrown, so we will take u 40 meter per second. We will not take it as 0. It is 40 meter per second. Stone is moving upward. Beta यहाँ गलत हो गया. So we have to take g upward. Here it will be negative sign. Okay. So let's take it as negative. G is minus. Okay. Taking g to be this. Find the maximum height. We have to calculate the height and also the displacement. Displacement is a vector quantity. We have to calculate that, and also the distance it covers, that we take it as h also. It will be twice of h, height and then moving back also. So total distance. So let's solve one by one. First of all, how to solve it? Let's see. Dear, we have the formula v equals to u plus gt. We have s equal to ut plus half gt square, and we have v square minus u square is equal to 2gs. Just think which formula we will apply. Yes, students. So the various things that we have been given, but here time is again missing. So we must use the third equation. So let's apply it. V square minus u square is equal to 2gh. So let's write the values. Finally, at the highest point, it is thrown up. At highest point, v will be equal to 0 क्योंकि नीचे से बेटा ऊपर आ रहा है, तो highest point पे we will take v to be equal to 0. So let's fill the value. 0 square minus 40 square is equal to 2 into, it is thrown vertically upward, minus 10, and height we can calculate. Yes, so it is minus 40 into 40, equals to minus 2 into 10 into h. Minus get cancelled with this. So let's, what will be the h? Very easy. 40 into 40. Here this 2 and 10 will move down. So at height comes out to be 80 meters. Okay. Now what is the net distance and net displacement? So net displacement. So displacement is equal to 0. Why? Because final and initial positions are same. Stone again reaches back. So we will take displacement to be 0. And distance, it is twice of the height, that is 2 times 80. It comes out to be 160 meters. Okay dear. So both the things we have calculated, the distance displacement also and the height also. So let's move to the next question.